Generally, I get my predictions right.
Yeah, he got one really right once at a pitch report at Galle. And he was doing the pitch report and he said no chance of rain. And within the next minute or two, there was rain and he had to run away. So that's how accurate he is. Absolutely accurate with his pitch, with his weather forecast.
No, he made another wonderful prediction last night about Dinesh Chandimal. We know what happened there. Ahmed Shahzad back in the side after nursing a slight injury. Got a half century in his opening game, but then sat out the next couple. He's back in.
He spent a few days here in Sri Lanka, so he'll probably know a little bit more than that guy Mendes. Charith Asalanka, now he's got a massive role to play. Good young cricketer, a lot of skill, plays wonderful cricket shots. He's got to take responsibility. A quick 20, a quick 30, not good enough from him. He needs to bat 15, 16 overs, score a 70 or a 80, not this man. He's up against him, Mahesh Deekshana. Always with the new ball. Picks up crucial wickets not only for the Jaffna Kings but also for Sri Lanka.
So we've spoken about the amazing story of Mahesh Deekshana, I mean, where he was and the last LPL and how he was slightly overweight and how he worked himself through. And today he is one of the first picks when it comes to a T20 team for Sri Lanka. Right, we can certainly win together and we are ready to start. And here is the first ball.
Immediately off the mark. He's had a good tournament so far, Deekshana. He's taken wickets, he's been very economical. And he's bowled in difficult periods as well.
That's why he's an asset. You use him with the new ball. That'll allow you to obviously hold back your leading spinner for the middle overs. So that puts you in a great position. Shahzad got through that single pretty early. Made it easy. Looks comfy now.
Came a long way down. Shahzad not interested at all.
Just a little bit more on Deekshana. I mean, he looks so much like Ajantha Mendes, who started these things, started bowling in this manner. The mystery balls, the carom balls, his run-up, his action. I think he plays for the Sri Lanka Army. Ajantha Mendes played there. Identified, I think, by Jaffna last year and made a specific pick.
Through the gap and away for the first boundary.
Very nicely played. There wasn't a lot of width, but watch him open the face of the bat. That leg, front leg towards mid-on, the back leg towards the square leg, adjusting that body position to carve it through the gap. Very, very well played.
Wants two. There was an immediate call for two.
Could have been a third. Shoaib Malik knocking on in the deep.
Doesn't look pleasant, does it?
Surely will be wet in the Ragama region.
This time just a single. So a good first over. No damage, just 8 without loss.
We're worried about the weather, and that's what it tells us. the chances of rain. Now that can happen at 7:30 p.m. That's the highest. 60% possibility at 7:30 p.m.
As the humidity goes up, so the chance of rain goes up.
Thanks for that information, Roshan.
8 without loss after 1. Shazad back into the side. Out goes Pilakaratne Sampath. Pilakaratne Sampath goes out, as does Alamin Hussain, and in comes Ahmed Shazad, the Pakistan batter, and Banura Fernando. And the Jaffna Kings making one change, and understandably so. Ramanullah Gurbaaz has struggled at the top of the order, although he's been fairly good behind the stumps as the wicketkeeper, and in comes Upal Taranga.
Charita Salanka, Banura Fernando, they were part of the champion Jaffna team of last year.
Paul.
Had plenty of time. That wasn't pacey. Ahmed Shazad just hit it in front of square, hit it to mid-on.
Wasn't all that short. At the moment, with the hard ball, it looks like it's coming on to the bat. Lakmal, the star. When these two teams met earlier in that rain-affected game, 14 overs, 181 and 167. The Kandy Warriors looked like they were hunting it down when Lakmal produced a couple of brilliant overs at the death.
And again, long half volley and punished.
Shazad is announcing himself. Shows what value he could bring in. Absolute asset when he's on song. Just a hint away from the right-hander. That wins through square.
He's playing good cricketing shots, Shazad. When you see a batsman play like that and able to find the gap, you tend to enjoy it a lot more than the big slugs.
Lakmal's under pressure, gone for 8. There's still 3 deliveries remaining. Beats him.
Pretty much the same length, but the line closer to off stump, and immediately it's a different result. Starts on off stump, Ahmed Shazad. Yeah, the length is so good that he was not sure to push onto the front foot or the back foot, but the moment you go 6 inches wider, strangely, batsmen a lot more assertive in their decision making. Fine leg in the circle, square leg, out onto the boundary.
Nicely balanced side, this Jaffna Kings unit. You think of Wahab Riaz and Lakmal as in the seam department, and Wanindu Hasaranga and Tikshana in spin. So they've got a lot of bases covered, haven't they? After that first game, we thought, oh, hang on a second here, because they were poor. But since then, they've been brilliant.
It looked like they went through the motions in that there was no intent. We're good, so we expect to win. But since then, it's been a wake-up call, and they played a lot better. 2 overs bowled, 16 for no loss.
Kandy by 14 runs on the DLS method, and then Colombo by a mammoth 93 runs. And the Warriors are 16 without loss after 2. There's been a handful of boundaries. Shazad's got off to a start. He's 15 off 11.
Another single of the first ball. One thing that Russell Arnold keeps doing is he goes looking for information. He goes Red Bull. You need wings, and Russell have been looking for Red Bull. Now here you found one. But tell us about.
I found a few in your bag.
Yeah, but tell us about what you found out about these relationships and all that. I know that we got connections with different parts of the world, and different cricketers are connected. But I know you know something that we don't know.
Are you referring to brothers, cousins, fathers, sons playing in different parts of the world or for different countries?
Yeah, that's what I mean, because you seem to do a lot of research on these things.
Lakmal's cousins play for Pakistan, HD. HD is trying to figure out who it is.
Well, are you going to tell us? Are you going to tell us? That's well fielded. That's well fielded. Just for a moment, thought that Shazad had got it through extra cover.
This is what another aspect of the Jaffna Kings. We mentioned the bowling and the batting. They got a few gun fielders just throwing themselves around. Bandara, Hasaranga, Avishka Fernando, Chaturanga.
Oh, Q end. Just needs a little bit of blue chalk.
Yep. It's that time. We are hungry. Let's have some manchi kome. Asalanka doing the right thing, getting off strike so that Shazad, whose timing seems to be very good, to keep going. It's the Akmals. El Akmal, U Akmal, K Akmal, Adnan Akmal for Pakistan. HD.
You know there's two in every pack, eh? Jokers. This time he does find the gap. Not quite sure it's hit well enough. It is. It is. Pereira eventually gave up the chase and another boundary. 23 without loss.
Shazad has looked really good, hasn't he? Three overs, 8 dots.
Already 4 boundaries. All off the bat of Ahmed Shazad. All good cricket shots as well.
Actually, just looking up, the cloud seems to be breaking up, though it's moving towards us, which is really surprising. The wind still blowing in the opposite direction, but the timing, the energy of Shazad in one direction, through the ball. No rain yesterday, and look, that outfield is back to its best. Value for shots. Thisara Pereira ran behind it to the boundary line. I wonder whether he picked it up. Thisara ran after it, but he's not brought it back. Oh dear.
I'm the captain. It's not my job.
Oh dear.
Here's Wabriaz. And again, Asalanka nips it off his hip to get one and bring Shazad back on strike. Competitor. Hasaranga with ball, with bat in the field. Value to any team.
I like him because he can still get better, especially in the batting department. And as we know, HD, players come onto the scene with a bang, but then they're found out. Just like other teams, other players, your opposition find what you're doing and adjust. Within you, there's got to be something telling yourself that I got to improve, that I need to bring in more variations, more to offer. That's when you can stay in the game for a longer period. I think Hasaranga is doing that.
Yeah, while it is a massive strength of the modern game, it's also terrible as a player in that your technique, the way you play, is being scrutinized every single day by analysts around the world, and they reveal information to the opposition, or to their team, I should say. So you need to forever be evolving as a player, because they find out your strengths and weaknesses virtually overnight. That's beautifully hit. Has that gone all the way?
Hit the skirting on the full, right below us. Extra pace from Wahab Riaz. Hit through the line, my boy. Got himself out yesterday, trying to play a similar shot to a slower delivery from, I think it was Dhananjay Lakshan. But Wahab Riaz, he gives you that pace you need. It's 6. It's 6. Umpire Arnold has called it.
There it is. You got one right. Well done, Russ. So Asalanka in on the action now. 10 off 6 balls. He was more than happy to give the strike to Shahzad, but he's had enough of that. It's his time to play. This one loops over mid-wicket.
9 runs already. Turning out to be a good combination, Shahzad and Asalanka, giving some stability. That's a good question.
Who? You or who? Who's putting the hand up?
Nine from it. 32 without loss. From England. They chased 128 the other night against the Gaul Gladiators and did it with 5 wickets down. They needed the win badly, the Kandy Warriors, after their opening 3 games they lost. But they're on the board now. Here's Shoaib Malik.
Come on, boys, come on, boys.
Interesting move. Pitch looking a good one, hence not really rushing one into Hasaranga into the attack, Thisara Perera.
I think Malik has enough experience. I was surprised that he was not used earlier. And he's someone who can come on and bowl a few overs and just give you that option.
Just be one out to a deep mid-wicket, who's very, very square for a mid-wicket. No, just the 2 fielders allowed out, and for the right-handed Shahzad, that will change. Long on will stay out, but now there will be a deep mid-wicket away to his leg side.
It will be a battle within a battle.
Come on, boys, come on, boys.
When Shahzad was up against Mohammad Hafiz, saw the same thing. Shoaib Malik, Shahzad, former teammates.
Called for 2 immediately. They won't get it this time. He's just looking for that gap between long on and mid-wicket. It's such a big playing surface here at the R Premida, so there are plenty of twos available. You can just get the pace off the bat face correct and into the gaps between those boundary riders. Missed out. He's missed out there.
Yes, he did. Full toss. The flick of the wrist didn't work for him. Flick of the wrist was to try and hit the top of short square leg. Get it finer.
Boys, come on, boys.
Almost as if he premeditated the sweep and then the full toss surprised him. Got him round his legs. Shazad can't believe it. He doesn't think it's anywhere near the stumps.
It was all wood that we heard. The angle from around the wicket. Just wonder whether he swept it onto the stumps. It looked wider.
It certainly sounded right.
So obviously we'll go upstairs to try and figure out what exactly happened there. Hannibal says he's out.
TV umpire director, we have umpire referral for bowled. Start with the front foot, please. Fair delivery. Go to the front on position, please. Yes. Show. Fall forward. Show me that one. Show me the side on angle, please. Yeah. Gloves are right behind the stumps. Ball hitting the stumps, and my decision for the giant screen is out.
Well, he might have been a little bit surprised, but it's the angle that's done Shazad from around the wicket. He's going to be given out bowled, believe it or not. And he goes for 22. It's 35 for 1.
Boys, come on, boys.
Barnaker's off the mark with the very first delivery. A successful over for Shoaib Malik. 5 gone, 36 for 1.
Ayubawan, hello everyone. Match number 12, 36 for 1, the Warriors. Sent into bat first. Sole wicket of Mohammad Shazad. And spin will continue. Ikshana into his third now. Last over of the Popley. Alongside me, Mersoil with his Maruf. Good wickets for the Jaffna Kings.
On this man, Shoaib Malik employing his experience there, created that angle, changed the pace, and it was rewarded for his effort. Big wicket. He was looking well set, Ahmed Shahzad.
Put off the stumps. Good fielding, very good support for the bowler. It's been a standout effort in the field by the Jaffna Kings so far in this innings.
Yeah, Avishka Fernando at that time, car point, brilliant stop to deny Charith Asalanka another boundary.
Resorting to sweeping the ball, that's been his release. Asalanka, every time he hasn't scored, he's gone for that sweep shot.
Yes, suddenly, with the absence of Ahmed Shahzad, you could feel the batsmen are panicking. There was so much of calmness when Ahmed Shahzad was batting. They came out with the right plan. Were conservative in their approach. Played risk-free cricket. And now a sudden panic there.
Charith Asalanka, when in doubt, he sweeps. That's his blend gun. And Vinod Bhanukar, more of a batsman who likes to play in the V. Takes a little time to settle down. But in the late order yesterday, Ajura Perra batted at number 3. It's a good move done by the Kandy Warriors.
Couple got deliveries. Very important to respect the sponsors. Dettol, hygiene partner for the LPL 2021. Allows us the opportunity to sanitize the facilities to keep this wonderful tournament going.
And seems like Kandy at centre is their thinking. Came out with the right composition, with the right idea. They're in a good position now. End of the power play, 39 for 1.
Batsman gone, Ahmed Shahzad coming back to the team after the first game. Been injured a couple of games with a groin injury. Today another change in Bender Fernando too coming in, the lanky fast bowler for the Kandy Warriors.
Shoaib Malik will continue. An inspired move, you would say, by Tessera Pereira. When you think of Wanindu Hasaranga also being in this Jaffna Kings 11.
I don't know whether Pereira was aware of the fact that Ahmed Shahzad was picked up twice by Shoaib Malik in 2000. It was a good call, and now he's persisting with Shoaib Malik because a couple of left-handers there. That's a good stroke. Took the aerial route, placed it away from the fielder. Boundary.
The only thing Shoaib Malik heard that time was the length and the line. Way too much width, and Charith Asalanka, what a strong play he's. And in form since the T20 World Cup, he made plenty of runs. And it's a good sign for the Warriors with Charith Asalanka showing some good form.
5 overs, 1-6 in the innings so far. Significantly for the Warriors, they haven't lost many wickets in the power plays. They've trended in that direction, losing wickets 3-2-3 in 3 of their 4 matches. And again, the weather taking center stage, high wind and a grey sky.
What's wrong with these two teams? Whenever they are featuring, they bring rain. Oh, that's good running.
Tell us, Darren, local knowledge. You're part of Sri Lanka.
I'm just going on what I'm seeing before me. Cloud around. We heard it at the toss. Tessera Pereira opting to bowl first because of possible rain.
You're talking about not losing too many wickets. When you have absolute plan where you want to be at the end of the power play, it helps you play conventional cricket, good cricket, without taking too many risks. End of the 7, 47 for 1.
He will be Ravi Bopara if he gets going. I think Family Warriors will be a force to reckon with. Saying that, I think the attack, the Jaffna Kings, so good. It's going to be tough work for the Warriors.
Inevitable, wasn't it? Cloud cover. And one thing great about the groundsmen in Sri Lanka, they could smell it. They could just smell it. The rain is coming and they're ready to get on with the job.
Evidence of how synchronized the ground staff is here at the R. Premadasa Stadium in Colombo. It's coming down, not a good sign. And this game is nicely poised. 47 for 1, the Warriors sent into bat. These are the highlights. Ahmed Shahzad played a few fine strokes through the offside with pace on the ball. As Sri Lanka followed suit, Shahzad eventually lost his wicket. Ball behind his back, he was unsure. Umpire gave confirmation and he had to depart. Shoaib Malik with the only wicket so far for the Jaffna Kings. So at the moment, Warriors 47 for 1, still a lot of time and overs left in this innings. But we will have to pause because of the rain.
Bowling so far for the Jaffna Kings, winning the toss. Bowling first, Mahesh Theekshana. As usual, very economical. Bowling 3 overs, Surang Lakmal. A boundary in that over, Babriaz. 2, bowled really well in his first over, just giving a 9-run. Shoaib Malik, the pick of the bowlers for me, picking up Ahmed Shahzad, the man in form.
So we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully the rain will go away. For the moment, we'll take a break and hopefully on the other side we'll have live action.
It's Lanka Premier League 2021.
Watch live on A Sports,
Pakistan's first HD sports channel.
supported by Coca-Cola. A Sports अलग है, बाकी हर स्पोर्ट्स चैनल से अलग। बाकी सब खेल दिखाते हैं, पर हम सिर्फ खेल नहीं, ख्वाब दिखाते हैं। ख्वाब देखने की हिम्मत दिलाते हैं और फिर ख्वाबों को सच कर दिखाते हैं। हम पाकिस्तान के हर छोटे बड़े शहर से, गांव से, देहात से खिलाड़ी चुन चुन के लाएंगे। अपने लोकल टैलेंट को ओलंपिक्स में ले जाएंगे, क्योंकि हम ला रहे हैं एस गेम्स, एक नई उड़ान, एक नई पहचान। कमिंग सून ओनली ऑन ए स्पोर्ट्स।
कराची किंग्स मेरे लिए फैमिली की तरह है और जिस तरह मैं पिछले 5 साल से वहीं से खेल रहा हूँ और इस साल कराची किंग्स और सलमान इकबाल ने मुझ पर ट्रस्ट किया और मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी दी कप्तानी की, तो कोशिश यही करूँगा कि 100% दूँ और हमेशा जब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आती है तो एंजॉय करता हूँ और उसको बेहतर से बेहतर अप्लाई करने की कोशिश करता हूँ। और जिस तरह माद वसीम ने लीड किया और कोशिश करेंगे उसी को कंटिन्यू करें और हमने टाइटल भी जीता और हम पर उम्मीद है कि इस साल भी हम अच्छा खेलें। और स्पेशली कराची किंग्स की जो खास बात है वो है उनके फैंस, जिस तरह वो हमें सपोर्ट करते रहे हैं ग्राउंड में, ग्राउंड के बाहर, सोशल मीडिया पे, तो उससे हमें बहुत कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता है और कोशिश यही होती है कि उनको एंटरटेन किया जाए और इस साल भी यही है कि उनको हम खुशियाँ दें।
Premier League 2021.
Watch live on A Sports,
Pakistan's first HD sports channel.
supported by Coca-Cola. You are watching A Sports, Pakistan's first HD sports channel.
We're all set for the start of the 2021 Lanka Premier League. It all kicks off with the Jaffna Kings against the Gaul Gladiators, a repeat of last year's final.
So the news from the middle is that the Jaffna Kings, they've won the toss and they're going to bowl first.
Here are how the two teams line up. The Gladiators, who will bat first, are packed with batting. Gunnar Talaka and Kusal Mendes playing their first games in 6 months after a ban. They'll be desperate to impress. Mohammad Hafiz, Ben Dunk, Barnaka Rajapaksa, the captain, and Samit Patel make up the top 6. The Jaffna Kings, they've also got plenty of power at the top of their order with the likes of Ramanullah Gurbaz, Avishka Fernando and Tom Kohler Cadmore. They've also got plenty of skin in the bowling with the likes of Wanindu Hasaranga, the #1 ranked bowler in T20 internationals right now, Mahesh Theekshana, the mystery spinner, and also Wahab Riaz. They will have ball in hand shortly.
Leading run scorer in the last tournament, Danush Gunatilaka, was very, very consistent in every game that he played, except the final. That cost the Galle Gladiators.
Just going back to the organisation around this tournament, as we see Kusal Mendes, who will be partnering him at the top of the order. Only a few people in the ground. We know that we cannot have 100% capacity, but it is fantastic that the authorities have managed to allow a few spectators into this wonderful stadium here in Colombo to enjoy this spectacle. Umpire Kumar Dhanasena, who will be the umpire on strike, who's going to get things underway, and it is Lakmal with the new ball, and here we go. Runs for Mendes to get things underway. A boundary to start. Whipped and punished. This is a wonderful start.
You can't keep bowling like this. Lakmal has to change it.
High into the air. Here's an opportunity. Backpedaling the captain. He's got it. That's a wonderful catch. This over's had everything.
How many boundaries you want to hit in one over? How many? Do you want to kill the bowler? Didn't happen this time around. What a brilliant catch from the captain. Leading from the front. Wasn't easy running back, but how well he jacked that one. 8 runs for Gunatilaka, and he departs. 8 for 1 Gladiators.
Oh, that's going to go away, isn't it? It's going to go. Couple of bounces and away for 4. More runs. Fine leg is not very fine. He's at more deep square leg. The boundaries are flowing.
Through Theekshana. And who's got the ability? Oh, that was a poor delivery. And a player like Mohammad Hafiz is not going to miss out.
Oh, that's gone fine. That's gone fine. Given up the chase already. It's a boundary to end the over. Another large one. 4 gone. 37 for 1. This is in the air. The keeper wants it. He calls for it. And takes it. That's a good catch. Ramanullah Gurbaz. And Seals has the second.
Impelled the batsman into taking few chances, and when you're looking to hit the ball, pull the ball, you have to meet the ball at arm length. Wasn't the case.
Kusal Mendes looked good in his brief stay. 16, he's made 40 for 2.
That's Fuller. Appeal, and it's given. Was that sneaking down the leg side? Will Hafiz review? He has the opportunity. Conversation with Ben Dunk, who's just come to the crease. He's got a big good job here, and they are going upstairs.
Kolkati coming up. Original decision is out. Pitching in line. Impact umpire's call, and wickets missing. Uchi,
That's
I recommend that you change your decision.
It looked much closer than that.
You
can't believe it.
You're on screen now. You can make a decision.
His facial expression tells a story.
Thanks, Hemant.
Down he comes again, lofted, hasn't got enough on this. He is gone now, Mohammad Hafiz, trying to go for a maximum, and Theekshana has his man, 41 for 3.
Mohammad Hafiz had a reprieve, he reviewed, but straight away down to long on, and fairly simple catch. Eventually Avishka Fernando taking it quite easily. Theekshana, the man, he is delighted. That's the 3rd wicket gone. Hafiz out for 15 of 18 balls, 41 for 3.
Down the track goes Dunk, miscue, but he's just cleared the man at mid-off. That might even get to the boundary, it does. Well, that's a hard pull by Rajapaksa, long boundary, but he has cleared it comfortably. What a shot.
Rajapaksa will enjoy it. That was easy. Over square leg for 6.
Shot hammered, bisecting that gap at deep square leg and mid wicket. It's a good start by Banu Rajapaksa.
Clever.